Hey, it's Ron Brignac, Hickory Hill Pastures, and my bride Sherry. So we want to share with you something that happened on a farm that was pretty scary experience for us. I work a daytime job during the day, and I was in Columbia one day, and just a few days ago, and around noon, right, 12:30, I got a call from Sherry. Very alarming. She was very disturbed, and so I got up from my desk and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And he shared some things that were very alarming that caused me to get home.
So I went out to the barn at noon to check on the animals, and I couldn't find Sam, our rescue donkey. And so I started looking around, and he was out in front of the barn, and he had fell in an old wallow that Pickles had made, and it had pretty well dried up, except for there was a very thick layer of mud at the bottom / clay, and he fell in there and couldn't get out. And we don't know how long he had been in there and how long he had struggled to try to get out.
Right.
And there was no way I could dig him out. I could see one of his back legs and I could see one of his front legs, but I couldn't see the other two legs. So I frantically called Ron and said, "You need to get home because we've got to get this donkey out of here."
Yeah, definitely.
And so
we
took half an hour for him to get home. I just sat there and kept Sam company.
Yeah, definitely. So I rushed home. Oh, here it goes, and I'll narrate it as we go. So this is how we found Sam. He was in the deep wallow. As Sherry mentioned, it was a very sticky mud clay solution down at the bottom of the wallow, and he was just stuck in it. I had to dig underneath his belly to be able to get the strap underneath him, and that took a little bit of time. He weighs a lot of, he's overweight, and we're trying to get him into shape by eating right. We've had him for 3 years. He's a rescue donkey. Go up higher, go up. Go up.
Oh my God, get the shovel out of the way.
Go up, yeah.
Stop.
So first thing I needed to do was get the blood circulating in Sam's legs. So I'm talking to my neighbor, but definitely getting some muscle movement there, see if I can get some circulation. Having to move him over, see if I can get to the other leg. That was difficult. Had a moment, had to go back and get my boot that was stuck in the mud. You may have saw me walking around with just one boot. You gonna get up, buddy? You try to get up? So we're working on getting that muscle movement. Sherry's just kind of moving that muscle back and forth on his leg. That's one of the ones that was really, he was resting on in the mud. So probably not a lot of movement. Here we have Pickles coming to check on her buddy, Sam. We got Sam in 2019, and we got Pickles as a rescue pig in 2019, and they were buddies. Here's just a little video clip of 2019 of them hanging together. So now the sun is starting to set and Sam is getting into the shade. So it's going to be a cold night. I think it was going to be 37 or so that night. So we tried to dry them off or cover them up. And we realized with the wind blowing that we had to get them in the barn out of the wind. So that's what we're doing now. Watch out for your side there, okay? Okay, Sam's out of the wind. we started lowering the straps, and he started not having sure footings. His legs were sliding out. So we repositioned him, gave him some snacks, get some energy, and we took about 30 minutes of just having the support on him, allowing him to get some movement and some strength back into his legs. And we are pleased. After 30, 45 minutes or so, we took the straps off, and he was able to move around, and we got him cleaned up, and we put a blanket on him, and he is doing fine now. So yay, Sam recovered well, and he's back and doing what he does best, hanging out with the Piggles and hanging out in the pasture. All right, thank you for watching. Ron Brignac and Sherry signing out.